Good afternoon and welcome to Alva, Oklahoma, as we are ready to take on the Game 3 of a 3-game series between Christian Brothers University and your hometown Northwestern Oklahoma State University Rangers. Welcome back to the Rangers Sports Network. This is Fred Aubuchon bringing you Rangers baseball. We'll start off by recapping yesterday before we begin to give the starting lineups for today. In Game 1 yesterday, it was the Rangers victorious in their home opener, 9-4. In a 7-inning Game 2 of the doubleheader, they were also victorious, 15-4. So the Rangers are off their season 2-0, and Christian Brothers University 0-2. This is the final game of the series, and we are ready to bring you the lineup for the Buccaneers. Leading off and playing center field, number 4, Jeff Goodwin. Batting second and playing second base, number 29, Garrett Riesenkirchhoff. Batting third, the shortstop, number 17, Jamie Soto. Batting cleanup, the right fielder, number 9, Bailey Jones. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 32, Larry Hubbard. Batting sixth, first baseman, number 19, J.D. Goodspeed. Batting seventh and catching, Luke Wewers. Batting eighth, number 5, third baseman, Travis Cole. And batting ninth, left fielder, number 1, Keegan Voss. Pitching for the Rangers, number 42, Brandon Nazarella. Brandon getting his first start of the season. Last season he was 0-2 with a 7.52 ERA over 26 1/3 innings pitched with 30 strikeouts and 25 walks. And we are just about ready to begin as leadoff hitter Goodwin coming to the plate. And again, Nazarella getting ready to make his debut of the 2019 season. Another beautiful day here in Alva. 66 degrees, wind blowing out once again to center field, a little bit towards left field at times. 20-plus mile-an-hour winds once again. That produced a lot of home runs yesterday as predicted. We'll probably see a few more today. Here's the first pitch from the righty. In there for strike one. Good pitch on the inside part of the plate. Nazarella sporting number 42, no longer worn in the major leagues, but you can still wear it in college. And check swing, and the ball gets away on the first base side, ball one. Last year, Nazarella was almost 50-50 on strikeouts and walks, had just a few more strikeouts on the season. He works from the wind-up position, pitches high and inside, ball two. Defense for the Rangers out in left field, Johnson. Over in center, Ponsier. And in right, Bundy. We'll give you the infield here in just a moment. This pitch is fouled straight back. Over at third base, Page. Over at shortstop, Andujar. Playing second, Randalls. Over at first, Whitehouse. And behind the plate, Harrison Hall has returned. He went out with an injury yesterday late in Game 1. Sat out all of Game 2, but it looks like he's good to go. 2-2 the count. And strike three hung on to by Hall. And right off the bat, Nazarella records his first strikeout of the new season. Yesterday was opening day for both these teams. And after a good night's rest, I'm sure both teams have very specific goals for this one-game matchup today, finishing off the series. At the plate now, number 29, Garrett Riesenkirchhoff. He fouls this one straight back. Again, great day for baseball all weekend long here in Alva, Oklahoma. 0-1 the count, one down, top of the first inning. Check swing looks just like the last plate appearance. As a check swing, ball gets away, first base side, moves the count to 1-1. Nazarella settles in the middle of the rubber. Comes straight through. This ball's going to be a shot up the middle. Nice diving approach there by Andujar, but it's going to scoot through for a base hit. And then it gets away from the center fielder. He's going to try for second. Gets the throw in, and he's going to be safe. That's going to be a single with an error on the center fielder, Ponsier, as the runner advances to second base on the bobble in the outfield. Looked like a routine single, but just mishandled a little bit by John Well. So man on second, one down here in the top of the first. And coming to the plate, Jamie Soto. Yesterday, Soto 3 for 8 on the day. Most of the starters for both teams were in both of the games yesterday, or at least one of the two games yesterday. Pickoff attempt at second, and good move, but back safely is Reason Kirchhoff. Reason Kirchhoff picking up his third hit of the series. Now working from the stretch position for the first time in this game. Nezrela about to deal. This ball's popped up first base side, a little deep, and the second baseman calls him off. What a great snag there by Randalls, diving behind the first baseman. Whitehouse called him off at the last second. Whitehouse gave him the room, and nice play there by Randalls, diving to make the play, and just beyond the infield in right field. So 2 down now here in the top of the first inning. Coming to the plate, cleanup hitter Bailey Jones. Jones yesterday did get some swings, 2 for 7, had a couple hits, scored a run. He even had a home run in yesterday's doubleheader. A couple of RBIs. Jones looking in the dugout, looking for his signals. Counts 0-1. Working from the stretch, Nezrela deals. Big, nice swing and a miss there, strike 2. So for the first time today, Nezrela has somebody in an 0-2 situation. Speed on second base. Base hit should score a run. Rangers need to play some good defense here and not allow that leadoff run to score. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Nezrela records his second strikeout in the first inning. And it looks like the Buccaneers scare a little bit, get a runner in scoring position, but that's going to be all. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. We head to the bottom of the first, and we'll be right back here on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back here once again at Myers Stadium in Glass Family Field. We're going to bring you the starting lineup now for your Rangers. Batting first and playing left field, number 2, Dashiell Johnson. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 23, Carlos Andujar. Batting third, the third baseman, number 6, Marcus Page. Batting cleanup and playing in right field, number 15, Justin Bundy. Batting fifth, center fielder, number 7, Jonwell Ponce. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 32, Colton Whitehouse. Batting seventh, and the designated hitter today, number 10, Luis Mendoza. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 11, Harrison Hull. And batting ninth, second baseman, who just made a great play in the short right field, number 5, Brock Randalls. Pitching today for the Buccaneers, number 10, Ryan Taylor, a sophomore from Arlington, Tennessee. And we don't see a hitter approaching the plate just yet, but we should be going here in just a moment with Dashiell Johnson. Big day for Mr. Johnson yesterday. Leadoff hitter here for the third game in a row. Had 2 home runs yesterday in the doubleheader. He went 3 for 9. And he's about to get his first look at the right-handed throwing Taylor, who works from the first base side of the rubber in the wind-up position. And his first pitch will be in there, taken all the way for strike 1. Dashiell Johnson from Louisville High School in Louisville, Texas. Swing and a miss. That was low, but he just missed it. Quick 0-2 count. Johnson did have 1 strikeout yesterday in his 9 plate appearances, but again, 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Just got a piece of that one. It was way outside. Nice looking pitch there from Taylor. Had Johnson protecting, and he got a piece of it. Count remains 0-2. Bottom of the first inning here in Alva, Oklahoma. Taylor sets and he deals. That ball skips in low. Good eye by Johnson. Count moves to 1-2. Again, if you're just joining us, we are in the 3rd game of this series. The Rangers took the first 2 yesterday. They're up 2-0 in this series. Taylor delivers. Foul tipped once again. Good cut there by Johnson. Defensively across the outfield. In left field we have Voss. Straight up in center. Good win over in right field, Jones. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good pitch by Taylor. Tagged just to be sure. Throwing it over to Cole over at third base, and we'll finish the defense here on the infield. Soto at short. Reason Kirchhoff at second base. Good speed at first. And behind the plate is Weavers. Coming to the plate now, number 23, Carlos Andujar. Andujar from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. A transfer from LSU Shreveport. Switch hitter, the lefty's up. He hits one to shortstop. Fielded by Soto, throw to first, and we'll get him. So a 1-pitch ground out, 6-3 for out number 2. Yesterday, Andujar had a big day. We'll talk about him a little bit later. But coming to the plate now, number 6, Marcus Page, third baseman for the Rangers. Page from North Las Vegas. Sees his first pitch here, and that one's going to be in there for strike 1. So good strike throw so far by Taylor. He's keeping the ball just outside the edges of the strike zone, making it challenging for the hitters of the Rangers thus far in the first. Swing and a miss. Count moves to 0-2. So already we're seeing kind of the same thing we saw from yesterday's starter, Irwin. Had a really good first and second inning against the Rangers. This pitch is high. Chaser pitch that Page didn't go after. 1-2 now the count with 2 down here in the bottom of the first. No score so far here at Myers Stadium. Check swing, strike 3. And both pitchers in the first inning looking really sharp here on this Sunday afternoon. Well, that's going to be all for the first. We head to the top of the second. 0-0. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. Welcome back to Myers Stadium in Alva, Oklahoma. This is Fred Abishaw bringing you Rangers baseball. Top of the second inning, no score thus far, and leading off for the Buccaneers, number 32, Larry Hubbard. Hubbard yesterday, 2 for 2 with a couple of runs scored. Good looking pitch, strike 1 there from Nazarella. Again, first inning, you can't really measure a whole game by the first inning, but for the season openers for both these starting pitchers, good first inning overall. A big swing and a miss by Hubbard, strike 2. Both pitchers finding the strike zone often. 0-2 the count here on Hubbard. This ball's hit off the home plate, looks like. Yep, it will be called a foul ball. That ball shot down and straight up in the air, and I don't think anybody was going to get Hubbard if that was actually not a foul ball, because the ball bounced very, very high. 0-2 here the count. Nobody down. Top of the second inning. Hubbard here from Collierville, Tennessee. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and another strikeout for Nezzarella. That is his third strikeout already here in just an inning and a third. So one down now here in the top of the second inning, and coming to the plate, number 19, J.D. Goodspeed. First baseman for the Buccaneers. Goodspeed 2 for 7 yesterday. And he'll look at ball 1 outside. Goodspeed, a right-handed hitter versus a right-handed pitcher. Nezzarella working quickly. Throws this one inside, ball 2. So Nezzarella trying to find his range right now, working both sides of the plate against this hitter for the first time. He's down 2-0 in a count. Here's the pitch, fouled straight back. Count moves to 2-1. Again, a beautiful afternoon here in Alva, Oklahoma. Looks like mid-spring, and it's only February 3rd. Here's the pitch, crushed into left center. That ball's going to get at least to the wall, if not further. Hits through the middle of the wall, fielded by Ponce. He'll get it in quickly, but nobody covering second base. And that's going to be an easy stand-up double for the first baseman, Goodspeed. Nice looking cut there. He got that one into the gap quickly, and thankfully he hit that just perfectly enough to hit the wall. And with the winds today, if that was a little bit higher, that would have had a chance at going out. But instead, he's got a stand-up double. Coming to the plate now, number 7, the catcher, Luke Wewers. Wewers caught game 2 yesterday, the doubleheader. He was 1 for 3. Nezzarella working from the stretch. He delivers. Good-looking slider there, but just misses for ball 1. And we already have some activity in the bullpen of the Buccaneers. I'm a little shocked to see somebody actually pitching down there this early in the game. This ball's hit into right field, short first base, picked off there by Whitehouse. I thought that had a chance to maybe scoot into outfield, but he stopped at the edge of the grass and made the easy routine catch at first base. 2 down now here in the top of the second. And if that would have got over his head, that's definitely going to score a run, because it would have been a long run for Bundy to have to make the play on that ball. Coming to the plate now, the third baseman, number 5, Travis Cole. He'll look at strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Travis Cole, a freshman from Tucson, Arizona. 1 for 5 yesterday. Here's a pitch, and he fights this one straight back over the backstop. This is more like it. Nezzarella has another 0-2 count. Already has 3 strikeouts in 1 2/3 innings. He's looking for his 4th, which would be a pretty impressive feat for the young pitcher. Here's the pitch, fouled straight back. Nezzarella, a product of Alva High School, though he did grow up in Whitman, Massachusetts. He claims his home as Whitman, Massachusetts, but again, he did graduate from Alva High School. 0-2 now the count, 2 down. Here's the pitch, check swing, and no go there, ball 1. No score here in the top of the second. The Buccaneers do have a runner in scoring position, and Nezzarella is going to step off and rethink his approach. Standing on deck is Keegan Voss, hoping to get a chance to get to the plate. Here's the pitch, inside, ball 2. It's a good-looking pitch right there in that situation. Try to get him to chase a little bit. Maybe even hit a number in the infield. 2-2 now the count, 2 down, top of the second inning, no score. Working from the stretch, he delivers, and the ball is popped up. It's going to be on the middle of the infield, right at second base. And coming over is the shortstop Andujar to squeeze that one for out number 3. So some great pitching so far by Nezzarella. We head to the bottom of the second, no score. We'll be right back here on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back here once again at Meyer Stadium in Elva, Oklahoma. Bottom of the second inning, and the Rangers are to the plate now. And first pitch there from Taylor is ball 1. Justin Bundy to lead off the bottom of the second, right fielder here for the Rangers. I got a special guest going to be joining me here in just a second as Bundy dribbles one to the pitcher. Tough play, but going to be snagged and thrown out at first base is Bundy. So before we get to Pontier, who's coming up next, I want to introduce Matt Gertson, who pitched yesterday in game number 1 of the doubleheader. So Matt, you got the mound for the first game of the season. Any nerves in that first game for you, or how did that feel to you?
I had some nerves going into the day.
Yeah.
Prior to getting to the field, I got to the field. I was still feeling a little nervous. Once I started my warm-ups, my nerves kind of calmed down, and then once I got up on the mound and started throwing, it was pretty much like normal.
That's awesome.
I wasn't really nervous at all.
So you tell me your first few pitches more nerve-wracking, or being right here on the radio and talking to the people listening at home?
Being here on the radio.
On the radio. That's great to hear, because to know that you have that much confidence in the mound, I think is going to show how you guys can do as a team this year. And I think a lot of guys probably share that sentiment. They'd rather be out there than maybe behind the mic up here.
Yeah, we're a lot more comfortable on the field.
I can understand that. As Johnwell Ponce is at the plate right now, and he's already worked it to a 3-0 count. Boy, Ponce, what a day he had yesterday.
Yeah. I actually called this home run yesterday.
Did you really?
Game.
That's fantastic. Yeah, he one of many home runs that we saw yesterday, and I think John Will had a pair of those. As he sees strike one now taking all the way. Count goes to 3-1. One down here in the bottom of the second. So Matt, you didn't get the victory yesterday, but you pitched really well. You put your team in a position to be successful. How did you feel about your first outing?
All I was trying to do was just keep it minimized, not let it free bases. I felt good. When Coach came out and pulled me out, I was upset, but he talked to me after why, and I understood why he did it. But I did my job, and everyone was happy. I was happy with my team, happy the hitters were hitting. So it all kind of just worked out that way.
Yeah, I thought you pitched very well as we see Ponce flies out to deep center field. He was about 4 or 5 feet short to hit that one off the wall. Nice play in the outfield there by Goodwin. Coming to the plate now is going to be Colton Whitehouse, first baseman for the Rangers, lefty-righty matchup, and he'll look at ball 1 to begin. And so, yeah, you did pitch well. 3 strikeouts, only 7 hits given up, and no walks. So great arm control yesterday. Did you meet your personal expectations as far as strikeouts and walks?
Yes. I was going for no walks, so I did meet that one.
Congratulations. Way to hit that then as we look at strike 1 there on the outside part of the plate. 1-1 now the count here on Whitehouse. Taylor sets and deals. and just missing high as ball two. So opening weekend, Fort Hays State coming in on Tuesday, and then things just keep going from that point. Are you excited for baseball season?
I am. I'm actually really excited. I think we're going to do really well this year.
That's balls fouled off third base side.
I think we've improved our team from past years. Our team has grown from last year substantially. I think we'll just be a lot better.
Been some steady improvement over the last few years for you guys. Just missing the playoffs by one game last year. Already off to a great start here, 2-0 to begin the season. Couldn't ask for much more than that at this moment. As we look at strike three called right there. And we're going to stay online with you just for a second as we head to the top of the third as White House goes down looking. One thing I wanted to ask you about yesterday, I don't know if you had a chance to actually look in the stands. I know as a coach, when I'm coaching, I really don't pay attention to the crowd, but I know when they're not there. How did that feel yesterday, having that good crowd here yesterday?
It felt good. I didn't really pay attention to the crowd while I was pitching, but like walking off the mound, I would notice it more. But while I was on the mound, I could kind of zone out of everything.
I completely understand. I saw a lot of different types of people here. We had community members, we had alumni, we had faculty and staff were here. Saw a lot of the softball team was here, some of the members of the volleyball, football, and cross-country teams. I personally don't know enough of the programs to know who all was here, but I thought it was great representation and a great crowd to have.
Yeah, it was a good crowd. And I feel better, honestly, pitching in bigger crowds, too. So
that's awesome.
To have a bigger crowd for the opening day, that's what I wanted. And I felt more comfortable that way.
That's great. Well, Matt, I want to thank you for taking a few moments to be with us today. Great job pitching yesterday. Way to help your ball club get off to a 2-0 start. Thanks again, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
You bet. And we'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back here once again to Myers Stadium and Glass Family Field. It's great, beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Elva, Oklahoma. This is Fred Albichon bringing you Rangers baseball. And leading off here in the top of the third, the number 9 hitter, number 1, Keegan Voss. And he hits the first one to shortstop. Andujar has to charge to get this on slow roller. Throws over to first to White House for out number 1. So 1 up, 1 down here already in the top of the third. And thus far, a lot like yesterday's first game. We are seeing a pitching duel to begin this game. Coming back to the plate now is going to be the leadoff hitter, Jeff Goodwin. He went down in a strikeout in his first time to the plate. Goodwin from Memphis, Tennessee, a senior here for the Buccaneers. Fake bunt attempt just to pull the third baseman in, and Page did respond. He came charging in, but out of the zone and no attempt, ball 1. Thus far, no runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Buccaneers. And strike 1. The Rangers have yet to get a hit. They have no runs, no hits. They have committed an error thus far in the game. Here's a pitch. It is a bunt attempt right in front of the plate, and over to first is Hull for the out. So the catcher Hull picks up that ball about 6 feet in front of the plate and makes the easy play over at first. And we already have 2 quick outs here in the top of the third, and this game is starting to fly by already. Game officially started at 1 o'clock. It's only 1:25, and we're here with 2 outs in the top of the third, and we see strike 1 to Garrett Riesenkirchhoff. Riesenkirchhoff from OC, Florida. And he pops this one up. That is going to be playable, but tough play, deep right field. It's going to land for a base hit. It lands about 4 or 5 inches inside the foul line. We had 3 Rangers going after that ball, and it was perfectly placed, wind-aided single into right field. So the third hit for the Buccaneers. And with 2 down, they have a man on first. And coming to the plate, the very dangerous Jamie Soto. Soto, a sophomore from Naples, Florida. Played at Gulf Coast High School, and now Nezarella having to work from the stretch. Taking his time, he sets and deals. That ball's way outside for ball one. Reason Kirchhoff over there getting a big lead. Might be thinking about a steal and try to get in a scoring position here. 1-0 the count, 2 down, top of third. Throw over to first. Nice throw. Back sliding in is Reason Kirchhoff. So Reason Kirchhoff, 2 of the 3 hits for the Buccaneers so far today. Bringing his season total to 4 hits already in 3 games. This ball's way inside, ball 2. So Nezarella just a little rattled after getting up the 2-out single. Missing both sides of the plate in his approach to Soto. Soto 0 for 1. He pops this one up into right field. Should be playable. Ooh, and making the low glove catch is Bundy, almost at the heels there. I kind of got away from him just a little bit, but he does finish it off. 1 hit, no damage done. We head to the bottom of the third. Still tied 0-0. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And welcome back to Glass Family Field. Bottom of the third inning, Northwestern coming to the plate. They have yet to have a runner on base, and they've had 3 strikeouts thus far. So Taylor's been doing a pretty good job here on the hill. The righty sets and deals, fouled off, strike 1. Luis Mendoza yesterday, couple of hits, RBI, a run, and even 3 walks as he swings at the first pitch here. But 3 walks, pretty impressive on base percentage yesterday. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And thus far, Taylor just hitting every edge of the plate and getting Rangers to swing. They're good pitches. He's just being consistent. He works a kind of a half wind-up position from the first base side of the rubber. He sets and deals. This ball's fouled off third base side. Could be playable, and that one will just sneak in over the wall. Diving attempt over the wall is Cole, and he came within inches of making a pretty big play for the Buccaneers. But that ends up just being a scary strike. 0-2 still the count. Luis Mendoza from Glendale, Arizona, played some JUCO ball at Paradise Valley Community College. And swing and a miss. The ball gets away from the catcher, throws over to first. Weavers to Goodspeed for another strikeout throwout at first base, the second one of the game. And Taylor records his 4th strikeout of the game thus far. So we have mentioned the words pitching duel. We've seen 7 strikeouts so far in 2.5 innings. Coming to the plate now, number 11, the catcher, Harrison Hull. He'll look at strike 1, outside corner. Harrison Hull from Bremen, Texas, or Bremen, Texas. And that one just a little low, ball 1. Starting catcher in game 1 yesterday was Hull. He was 2 for 3 before he went out with an injury. Here's the pitch. Inside. Looks like it almost hit him, but he just misses him. Count goes to 2-1. Taylor working from the windup position again. Big swing and a miss. 2 strikes now on Hull. So far the Rangers have yet to figure out Ryan Taylor. No runners on base as of yet. And here's the pitch. Good no swing there by Hull. Count goes to 2-2. Working quickly is Taylor. Good look there. Count moves to full. Be nice to see even a walk right here and have the Rangers sort of disrupt Taylor's great start here for the Buccaneers. Hull steps out. I was with him too. I thought that was the 4th ball, but I had the count was checked on the board, was changed, so we were correct. That is ball 4. So the Rangers get their first walk and first base runner. And Taylor looking around all confused. He thought that was just 3-2 count, and he's a little surprised that he gave up a walk already. Now working from the stretch position, 1 down, man on first. Coming to the plate, the number 9 hitter, Brock Randalls. Long stretch position. That's going to be in there for strike 1. Just catches the upper corner. Brock Randalls, a senior from Baldwin City, Kansas. An accounting major here at Northwestern Oklahoma State. Yesterday, Brock was 2 for 5. He had a double and a couple of RBIs. Even had a stolen base, so obviously some good wheels here in the number 9 position. 0-1 count, long look in the stretch position, and he calls a timeout himself. So this happened yesterday to Irwin a little bit. Weird situations get you off guard just a little bit, and then you start second-guessing yourself. And right now, Taylor, who was running things smooth through 2 1/3, giving up a walk, as this one's fouled back, is changing his delivery, is changing his tempo a little bit. This could be intentional, or this just could be a little bit of nerves for a sophomore. 0-2 now the count with 1 down. Randall's trying to deliver here for the Rangers. We are still scoreless here in the bottom of the 3rd here in Alva, Oklahoma. Here's the pitch. Check swing, just misses up and away. 1-2 now the count. Northwestern wearing their black tops today with white pants, red trim. The Buccaneers, gray pants, red tops with white trim. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. Another strikeout for Taylor. And that is going to be his 5th K of the game thus far. He goes through the first part of the lineup with 5 strikeouts. And coming back for his second plate appearance is the leadoff hitter, Dashel Johnson. Dashel was a strikeout victim to start the bottom of the 1st inning. He needs to help his team here and put the bat on the ball and force the Buccaneers to play some defense. 2 down now, 1 on. He crushes this one into left center, and that's going to get to the wall. That should be in the gap. Chance to score here for Hull. He's going to round 3rd, and he's going to go for it. Trying to score from first, and he will. There's going to be no throw, and the Rangers take the lead. Dashel Johnson comes through with an RBI double, and we are no longer scoreless. Rangers take the lead 1-0 as Johnson delivers. So 2nd time to line up a charm here for Northwestern as they get to this young pitcher, Taylor, for the first time. Got their first base runner in a walk, and now they got their first hit, and it produces a run. So great hitting and running for Northwestern. Coming to the plate now, the very dangerous shortstop, Carlos Andujar. Andujar yesterday had a big game, couple of home runs, transfer from LSU Shreveport, batting left-handed as a switch hitter. And his first pitch is going to be just low, ball 1. It's a good take there by Carlos, not being over-amped up. He does have the bat to go after this pitcher. And if he gets something to swing at, he'll take care of it. 1-0 the count, 2 down, bottom of the 3rd, man on 2nd. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a cut there, just fouled into the glove of the catcher. Weavers recovers and gets it back to the pitcher quickly. Count moves to 1-1. Carlos yesterday was an amazing 6 for 8 with 6 RBIs. Correction, 2 RBIs, but he was 6 for 8 with 2 RBIs and 6 runs scored. Outside, ball 2. One of his teammates had 6 RBIs, and he'll be coming to the plate here pretty soon. But Andujar right now leading the team with 6 hits and 6 runs. He is 0 for 1 in this game thus far. Count is 2-1. Fake pickoff play at second base. No throw. And no concern for Johnson as he just slowly strides back into second base. It was great having Matt Gertzen on with us in the last half inning. And another special guest will be coming up real soon as we head to the top of the 4th here in a little bit. This pitch is way outside, ball 3. And I don't really think that Taylor's losing his stuff. I don't think he wants to give Andujar anything to hit. So he's just staying away from the strike zone right now. Carlos, a very competent hitter. Just begging for something across the plate that he can drive. 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. 1 run across, all ready for the Rangers. And here's the pitch. Inside, should be ball 4, and it is. So the second walk of the inning now against Taylor. And with 2 on, the number 3 hitter Marcus Page coming to the plate. Page's first time up, he did strike out, but yesterday a big day for him, going 4 for 9 with an RBI and a double and a couple of runs scored. Chance to get some more RBIs right now with 2 on here. And he fights this one into right field, but that's going to go foul. And they're going to have to go after that ball as it now enters the field just inside the foul line. So we'll have a slight delay here where they get that fielded. Page steps in. Taylor makes sure his right fielder's all set. That's what a good pitcher does. You never want to pitch with your fielders out of position. So Jones back in position. Taylor all set to go. 0-1 the count. And a pickoff play back at second. The ball gets into center field, and no advance there by Andujar. He probably could have got up and actually advanced on that. Sorry, that's Johnson. He probably could have advanced on that, but why risk it with 2 down and you're starting to actually get to this pitcher? You want to get as many at-bats as you can in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Count still 0-1. 2 runners on, 2 down. Bottom of the 3rd, 1-0. Rangers on top, trying to get their second hit of this game to go with a couple of walks. This pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. Sorry, make that ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Taylor sets and he delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 now here on Marcus Page. Page again 0 for 1 so far in this game, but had a big day yesterday, going 4 for 9. Count sitting at 1-2, 2 down. Taylor taking his time. He's not in a big rush. He's kind of settled down a little bit now. Here's the pitch. Pop fly into right field. It looks like it could go foul, could be playable. Long run there for Jones, and he cannot get to it. So the count remains 1-2. So 2 down here, still in the bottom of the 3rd. Everybody has to get back into position. Any fly ball to the right side, and we see a lot of them, many of those end up staying in play and possibly fair with the wind still gusting at 20-plus miles an hour here in Alva. But we couldn't have asked for a better opening weekend. Temperatures have been mid to upper 60s all weekend long. Here's a pitch fouled straight back. Page making Taylor throw a lot of pitches here, and compared to the first 2 innings, he's easily doubled his pitch count here in the 3rd. Giving up a couple of walks, a hit, and giving up a run. thanks to some great base running by the Rangers. Taylor sets, and he gets a deal. Nope, taking a long time. Now he does deal. This ball's popped up. Looks like it's going to just get out of play here. Lands right on top of us here, up in the press box. So Taylor in an uncomfortable position as he's had a very long inning, especially compared to the first two. He sets and deals. This ball is hit into left center. Might be playable by the shortstop. Gets over his head and it lands. At least one run is going to score. And the other runner is going to hold up at third base. That's going to be an RBI single. That was wind and sun aided, and Soto never had a chance to get to that. The left fielder Voss did not come in fast, and it lands just between short and left center. And that does go down as a hit for the Rangers and an RBI. So Marcus Page delivers. We have runners at the corners. Coming to the plate now, Justin Bundy. Right fielder here for Northwestern has a chance to help extend this 2-run lead. Bundy 0 for 1 so far on the day. Bundy played in both games yesterday out of Edgewood, Texas. Product of Northeastern Texas Community College. The lefty is all prepared to help his team here. As he crushes one towards second base, knocked down by Reason Kirchhoff. Throw to first is going to be safe. That's a great call by that umpire. I did not know if he'd give it to him, but good speed there by Bundy to get an infield single and an RBI. So the Rangers, who looked helpless in the first 2 innings at the plate, have come through big here for their program here in the bottom of the third, putting up 3 runs. And one of the biggest hitters from yesterday, John Ponce, coming to the plate. And it looks like at least one of the coaches for Christian Brothers is going to come out as we see somebody starting to loosen up now in the bullpen for the Buccaneers. So I tell you what, we'll just take a moment here and step away as this meeting will probably take a few seconds. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back here once again. John Ponce at the plate. Taylor, not having a good inning out there on the mound. He's thrown a lot of strikes, but gave up a few walks, and a couple of tough singles have turned into runs here for the Rangers. But the Rangers' bats starting to come alive again like they did yesterday. Had a lot of hits. Coach Ginty, I'm sure you've been doing your job with the hitting, so good job with that as the Rangers' bats are back alive again. Ponce waiting patiently, long time on the stretch. This ball is hit down third base side and going to just go foul. Ponce hoping for a fastball there, got the changeup and yanked that one fouled on the third base side. What a day for Ponce yesterday. Only 2 hits on 4 at-bats. Only 2. Produced 6 RBIs, including a home run. Very, very productive. Way to make every at-bat count yesterday, and he sure did. Again, long time in the stretch position, 0-1 the count, 2 down, bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. This ball is slapped into right field, but going to go foul, just out of play. Right near the new Buccaneer who's down there warming up, and that disrupts his warm-up. So he's actually going to shag the ball, which maybe that means he's ready to go, or maybe not ready to go. 0-2 now the count here on Johnwell. So far 0 for 1 in this game. Taylor again taking his time. His stretch position is taking a lot longer as he'll deliver high, ball 1. So Ponce now looking at getting some signals from the second baseman. Reason Kirchhoff must be the captain on the infield. He's given a lot of signals about how they're going to handle things defensively. And I love to see baseball IQ taking place at all times. Here's the pitch. It's going to be high as well. 2-2 now. Taylor, a really good pitcher in the wind-up position, but from the stretch, he's had nothing but troubles here in the bottom of the third. Buccaneers, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. And the Rangers, now 3 runs on 2 hits and 1 error, also thanks to a few walks in this game thus far. Here's the pitch, way inside. Does not hit him, but definitely makes Ponce have to arch back just a little bit. Now the count moves to full, which is a big bonus for the Rangers because with 2 down, the runners will be in motion, and any kind of hit, even weird hits that have been happening like in this game where they literally should be outs, have been landing for singles. This could produce 2 runs with the runners in motion. Taking his time again from the stretch position. Taylor's ready to deal. This pitch is going to be outside, ball 4. That's the 3rd walk of the inning, and that could be the end of Taylor. I haven't seen the head coach for the Buccaneers make his move yet. Lee Parks is being very patient as lefty Colton Whitehouse is about to enter the box, and it looks like there's going to be no pitching change just yet. So righty-lefty matchup definitely favors the Rangers in this situation. 3 on the pond here for Whitehouse, and he crushes this one into center field. And this one's deep and caught as he's falling down into the track as Goodwin. And Goodwin had to really play that wind tough, and he definitely did a good job with that one. So Rangers score 3 and take the lead. We head to the top of the 4th. Northwestern on top, 3-0. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And welcome back here to the Rangers Sports Network. This is Fred Aubuchon bringing you Rangers baseball. We are here in the top of the 4th inning at Myers Stadium in a 9-inning game. Game 3 of this series. Rangers taking the first 2 yesterday afternoon in the season openers and already up 3-0 here in the 4th inning. So on the mound for the Rangers, Brandon Nezzarella. And he'll get strike 1 here on leadoff hitter Bailey Jones. Got a special guest with me now. We heard from Matt Gertzen a little earlier today. He was the Game 1 pitcher yesterday. As this ball's crushed at the dugout area of the Rangers and woke everybody up over there. And now Game 2 pitcher Dylan Van Osbury. Did I pronounce that right, Dylan?
Yep, that's right.
Dylan Van Osbury is with me. Started off Game 2 and picked up a victory in your first start of this season. How'd that feel for you?
That was really nice. It was exciting to get out there for the first time of the year. Really excited to get the season going.
That's great. As we see a grounder to shortstop picked up by Andujar. Great arm over to first. Whitehouse on the bag for out number 1. So defense for the Rangers continues to be stellar. And yesterday you had great defense behind you.
Oh, yeah. Carlos made a bunch of nice plays. You can't ask for anything more than that. He's got a great bat, too. A couple of bombs on the day. I mean, nothing you can ask more from a shortstop.
Yeah, coming to the plate now is number 32, Larry Hubbard, the DH here for the Buccaneers. And he'll look at ball 1 on the outside part of the plate. Something you didn't throw a lot of yesterday, balls. You had great command of your fastball yesterday. You threw in some good breaking pitches, no walks. We have 2 starting pitchers for the Rangers yesterday gave up 0 walks. How does that feel? And Did you impress your pitching coach, Ginty, yesterday with that kind of control?
I mean, I think that's an expectation for us. It's something that we work on. We talk about a lot is command, and we want to have that with our fastball and our breaking balls. So I think he was happy with it for sure, and something that we can keep improving on throughout the season.
Isn't it amazing, a little thing like walks, how it can impact a game? And here we had this great pitching duel going until you had one walk, and it changed everything. As we see a grounder to second, scooped up by Randall, throw to first, and we have 2 infield outs already. And right now, boy, Nezzarella, for being the third pitcher for the weekend, looking just as sharp as you guys did yesterday.
Yeah, he's looking really good right now, really good.
Yeah, this is what you want out of your starting pitching. If you can get your starting pitchers to go at least 5 innings, 6 innings, and give up 0 or 1 runs, you're in a good position to win.
It's going to take a lot of stress off the bullpen and make the coaches really happy.
As first pitch here to J.D. Goodspeed, it gets away just a little wild there, and I think Nezzarella kind of wound up a little too much, a little amped up now. He's loving all these outs, but he's also loving the runs we just got in the bottom of the third. So your team's bats have been alive all weekend. How do you feel about that for the first weekend, seeing this many runs?
Oh, it's a huge. It's a boost to pitching. I mean, I had 12 runs up for myself pitching yesterday in the second inning, so I was just kind of relaxed, knowing like I can just be on cruise control, just throw some strikes and let my defense do the work. And
as we see defense, we see it here once again to Randall's, scoops up, throws over to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Nezzarella. We'll stay online here for just a second with you, Dylan. Playing on this team this year, obviously you spend a lot of time in the fall, you go through all of January, just dying to get on the field for a real game. You finally get on the real games now. What's the tempo of the team? How's everybody feeling right now?
Oh, I think everybody was super excited, especially yesterday. Everybody's just itching to get out there, and I think that's the biggest thing, is that we're all ready to play. I mean, we got 50-plus games to play, and I think we're ready to take them head on and surprise some people.
I was actually talking to my father this morning. I gave him a call. He lives in Southwest Florida, and he's getting used to me being here for the first time in my new life here. And my main job is not commentating. I'm a volleyball coach. This is something I just love doing, so I do this for fun. But I told him, I said, I got to work the baseball games yesterday. And he said, what? Isn't the Super Bowl today? How is baseball starting already? And I said, yeah. I said, I'm as excited as those guys were out there to see baseball already up and going. Of course, the Super Bowl is going to be fun tonight. But this is great to have baseball and to have the kind of weather we've had all weekend.
Blessed with some beautiful weather. I mean, a little windy, but 60, 70 degrees. You can't ask for anything more for opening weekend.
So we have one more game coming up on Tuesday before you guys hit the road. Excited for you, Dylan, that the team was right off to such a great start. So thank you for popping up and talking with us for a few minutes, and best of luck to you in your season.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. And we'll take a little break right now. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. So we are back here once again at Myers Stadium, Glass Family Field. This is Fred Aubuchon bringing you Rangers baseball. Luis Mendoza coming to the plate, and he'll look at ball one in there from Taylor. Taylor got roughed up just a bit here in the bottom of the third, giving up 3 runs on 2 hits and a couple of walks. Here's pitch number 2 to Mendoza. It's going to be a little wide, third base side. Mendoza so far is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The first 2 innings saw a combined 8 strikeouts between the 2 ball clubs, but both teams are settling down, trying to put the bat on the ball. Big swing and a miss there by Mendoza. As I said, they were putting the bat on the ball. I see a swing and miss. But in the last half inning, boy, starting pitcher Nezzarella for the Rangers gets a 1-2-3 inning with 3 groundouts on the infield. This ball straight up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. So Mendoza joins the hit column, picking up the 3rd hit of the game for Northwestern, and we have a leadoff single for the Rangers. And I tell you, this does not bode well for Christian Brothers University. When the Rangers bats come alive, they come alive usually very plentiful, as they were in double digits in both games yesterday in hits and runs. Well, technically they had 9 runs in the first game, but definitely in the hits column. So coming to the plate now is Harrison Hall, the catcher. And he hits one high hopper to third. Going to be a tough play. Scooped up nicely over there by Cole, and he will get him at first. That was a great snag by Cole at third base. Had to turn the head a little bit as that came in hot, but ends up being a fielder's choice on the play. 5-3 for out number 1. Runners now in scoring position, though, for the Rangers. And coming to the plate now is Brock Randalls, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So Randall's hoping to help his ball club out. If he can slap one to the right side of the infield, that could get through and could be enough to score Mendoza from second. Huge gap on the right side. Rangers found that gap a few times yesterday. And Reason Kirchhoff is moving further to his left now to kind of fill that gap a lot better than he did yesterday. Ball 1, first pitch here from Taylor. We still have a lot of activity down in the Buccaneers bullpen. 2 guys are now warming up, a lefty and a righty for the Christian brothers. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Such a big swing it actually took the elbow guard off of the hitter. And Brock was not happy, so he just got rid of the guard. And if he gets a hit at this at bat, I don't think he's ever going to wear that guard again. 1-1 now the count, 1 down, bottom of 4, 3-0 Rangers on top. Tiller takes his time and he delivers. This ball's popped way high in the infield. A lot of communication, a lot of movement by the third baseman Cole, but he will make the play just behind Soto. I think Soto actually lost track of it a little bit, so Cole making 2 nice plays here for the Buccaneers, as there are now 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Coming to the plate, leadoff hitter Dashiell Johnson, and Johnson got things started very well for us in the bottom of the 3rd, a very long 3rd inning. Had a hit, scored a run, RBI. He is 1 for 2 on the day so far after a couple of home runs yesterday. And shockingly, no home runs thus far today for anybody, as this ball is a screamer down the third baseline and foul. We've had a few balls hit to the wall and off the wall a couple of times, but so far, nothing out of the park just yet here at Myers Stadium. 67 degrees outside, sunny, high winds from home plate to center field. Great day for opening weekend of baseball. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and he does not go. 1-1 is now the count. So again, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th, man in scoring position. Mendoza hoping to have a chance to get around and score for his team and extend this lead. Taylor still pitching here for the Buccaneers. Here's the pitch. Driven into right center. That's going to score a run. That's going to get in the gap. Cut off there by Jones, and a big turn and hold by Johnson. Thought about going for 2, but he's happy to get the RBI single. And he comes through once again for his team, and Rangers now go up 4-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. And Taylor, who looked like he had settled down a little bit, gives up a line drive single to Johnson, and that's going to be all. And the head coach for the Buccaneers, Lee, has made the move. And so we'll take a break as the Rangers extend their lead 4-0. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we're ready to resume play here in the bottom of the fourth. New pitcher now for Christian Brothers, Nick Myers, a sophomore from Collierville, Tennessee. I'm not positive, but I think that's the same school that Ray Finkel might be from, or same town. Ready to resume play here. Righty on the mound, working from the first base side of the rubber. He sets and deals in there for, nope, low fastball, ball one. 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Man on first is Johnson. At the plate, Carlos Andujar. Johnson coming through with an RBI single in his last at bat. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball 2. So Carlos Andujar hoping to come through for his team and extend this lead. Already up 4-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. And here's a hit into right center again. That's going to be a base hit. Johnson with a big turn, and he's going to hold up. What an arm there by the right fielder Jones. Way off the mark, but it got in quickly. And Johnson's at second now. Andujar at first picks up his first hit of the game. And coming to the plate for the Rangers is Marcus Page. Page 1 for 2 with an RBI. We'll get you some closing stats on Taylor in a few minutes. Right now, Nick Myers on the hill for the Buccaneers. 2 on and 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Marcus Page from North Las Vegas at the plate. Here's the pitch, way inside, ball 1. Page looks extremely confident at the plate right now. The number 3 hitter here for Northwestern would like to deliver, and so far the bats have been coming alive in these last 2 innings for the Rangers. Pitch by Myers. Big swing and a miss there by Page, and he really wants to get a hold of one. And I can't blame him. The elements the way they are today, you want to get the ball up and deep and get a chance to drive in more runs for your team. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Buccaneers. 4 runs, 5 hits now, and 1 error for the Rangers. And for the 3rd time in 2 days, they have a lead in the middle innings. This ball is hit into left field. A little bit of a lazy fly ball. Could drop, and it does. That's going to be a base hit. Johnson's going to score. Andujar just a second. And Marcus Page does deliver for his team. He's kind of throwing his hands in the air thinking that should have easily been an out. And it just kind of hung up and dropped in short left field. And that's going to be another run here for the Rangers. They now go up 5-0. That run will be accredited to starting pitcher Taylor. Coming to the plate now is going to be the right fielder Justin Bundy. Got another lefty-righty matchup. Still 2 on and 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Myers inheriting a runner has now given up a run. Righty working from the stretch position. He sets and deals outside. Ball 1. Justin Bundy 0 for 2 in this game, but he does have an RBI. Myers taking his time. He is in no hurry on the hill, getting a lot of signals here from Weavers. He looks set now. Checks second base. And he does throw to second base. Nope, he fakes it because nobody's covering the bag. And Andujar doing a great impression on top as he dove back into the bag and spun around facing center field. 1-0 the count here on Bundy. Page on first, Andujar on second. Johnson already scored this inning. There's a shot into right field. Could be deep enough and right at Jones in right field. And that's going to do it. But the Rangers pick up 2 more. We head to the top of the 5th. Northwestern on top, 5-0. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back here once again at Myers Stadium in Alva, Oklahoma. This is Fred Aubuchon bringing you Rangers baseball. We head at the top of the 5th inning, and coming to the plate now for the Buccaneers is going to be Luke Wewers, the catcher. Going to close the door now on Ryan Taylor, the starting pitcher for Christian Brothers. He went 3 2/3 innings, did get 5 strikeouts. Really impressive pitching the first 2 innings. But then gave up 3 walks, 4 hits, ended up giving up 5 runs total, 4 of them earned against him. First pitch to Wewers is inside ball 1. So Ryan Taylor didn't throw bad, but the 3rd inning got away from him and the damage was done, and he is now out. And Nick Myers will be back in the next inning more than likely, as we see a shot on the third base side foul from Wewers. 5-0 here in the top of the 5th, and Northwestern looking to try to take all 3 games and sweep the visiting Christian Brothers. Both teams are having their openers for the season this weekend. Here's the pitch by Nezrella, going to be just low, ball 1, or ball 2, 2-1 now the count. So last season, the Christian Brothers were 11-38 overall and 5-25 in Gulf South Conference play, as we see a strike there moving the count to 2-2. Already 0-2 on the season this year for the Christian Brothers, but it's very early. Their pitching has looked good early in most of the games this weekend. This ball's popped up just over our heads on top of the backstop here. Count remains 2-2. Northwestern last year went 24-25. I tell you, that one more loss always kind of kills you just a little bit, so you're not at least 500. But they just missed being 500 by 1 game. Same thing in conference play. As we see strike 3 there on Wewers, nice pitching by Nezrella. Conference play last year, the Rangers were 16-17, so just one more conference victory would have put them above 500 in conference play and at 500 in overall play. They just missed the conference tournament by 1 game last year, but Coach Bowen has got the Rangers looking really good this year. He had a major improvement from 2 years ago to last year, and things are looking good this year. As we see ball 1 here on Travis Cole. So very excited about Rangers baseball, and right around the corner is Rangers softball. Be listening in. We get all the games to you here online, at least as much as possible. This pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. Nice pitch there by Nezrella. Nezrella kind of coasting now. Got a 5-0 lead, a little more comfortable out there. He has pitched well all game thus far. Here's the pitch. Perfect pitch right across the middle, but just a little bit low. I think I was the least surprised that wasn't a strike. I think a lot of the fans thought that was a strike. 2-1 now the count. Moving quickly is Nezrella. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. And I believe Travis Cole thought he had struck out, because that last pitch I think he thought was a strike as well. He started walking home to his dugout, but ump said nope, that's just strike 2. Ball hits off the plate foul, actually off his foot. Travis Cole so far in this game 0 for 1. One down, nobody on here, top of the 5th inning, 2-2 the count to Cole. Ball's high and inside. Count moves to full. Travis Cole, a freshman from Tucson, Arizona. One of the few freshmen playing in this game on either side. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled over to the first base side, out of play. And back in play. Count remains full. Cole yesterday 1 for 5. He did score a run and had a walk. And this one just misses, and he gets his 2nd walk in as many days. So with 1 down, there's a man on first, and coming to the plate is going to be the number 9 hitter, Keegan Voss. Voss, a sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee. 0 for 1 on the day. Voss yesterday 1 for 5, had a RBI and a run scored. He also walked. That ball's going to miss just wide, ball 1. I'll have to double check, but I think that's the first walk given up by a starting pitcher on this Northwestern staff all weekend. Here's the pitch. chopped in the first base side, and nice play there by Whitehouse in foul territory to get the lazy fly ball. And 2 down now here for the Buccaneers. Coming to the plate, leadoff hitter Jeff Goodwin. Rangers on top 5-0, only in the 5th inning, so 5 runs is not that scary, and I'm sure the Buccaneers think they got a chance to get back in this. They just need to score some runs. But Nezarella has a lot to say about that with the way he's pitching. Here's the pitch. This ball is shot into right center. It's going to be a base hit. Cut off quickly by Bundy. He'll get it in fast, so the runner has to stay at first. And Goodwin delivers for the Buccaneers, moving runners to the corners. And one of the best hitters for this ball club, Garrett Riesenkirchhoff, coming to the plate. He is 2 for 2 on the day. Catcher Hall standing out in front of the plate, giving defensive signals to his Rangers. And this is a big at-bat for the Buccaneers, trying to wipe that 0 off the scoreboard, trying to stay alive in this game, maybe alive in their only chance of winning a game all weekend. Big swing and a miss. What a hook there by Nezarella, and Garrett Riesenkirchhoff is way out in front of that one. Way to change things up out there, Brandon, and not be over anxious for your fastball. 0-1 now the count. 2 down. Here's the pitch way outside. Ball 1. Runners at the corners. Buccaneers threatening. Nezarella trying to slam the door here in the 5th inning. Be a big run for the Buccaneers. It'd be even a bigger out for the Rangers. His pitch is going to just miss. 2-1 is now the count. Again, 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Nezarella taking his time. He's on the hill from the stretch position. First base side of the rubber. This ball's going to be fouled off out of play. First base side. First threat of this game for the Buccaneers. They have 4 hits so far on the day. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. That one's going to miss. Full count now here on Riesenkirchhoff. He's a good hitter. I don't know if you want to give him much to swing at, but then again, bases loaded doesn't sound like much fun either with Jamie Soto on deck, ready to come up. Runner will be going from first. Here's the pitch. Swung to third base side. Page charging. Long throw to first. Scooped up. What a great dig out by Whitehouse. And that's going to get it out of the inning. So big threat by the Buccaneers results in nothing, but you had some great defensive play by the Rangers. And we head to the bottom of 5. Northwestern with a commanding lead, 5-0. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back here once again at Meyer Stadium, Glass Family Field, Elva, Oklahoma. This is Fred Aubuchon bringing you Rangers baseball. Still on the hill for the Buccaneers, Nick Myers into his 2nd inning of pitching here. And coming to the plate, Johnwell Ponsier. And he almost gets plunked on the first pitch. Good athletic move to get out of the way of that one. And Pontier is going to take a second and think about it. I don't think he was too happy about that pitch as it almost plunked him on the inside. Ball 1. Myers works from a stretch stretch position, and he misses there inside again. Ball 2, and Pontier not really appreciating the location of his pitches, and the home plate umpire is noticing his reactions. Here is the third pitch, right over the heart of the plate. That one's fouled into the Ranger dugout. Count goes to 2-1. That was still kind of an inside pitch. Pontier going after this one. So I don't know if Myers is trying to set him up for a big curveball to the outside, but right now he is really working the inside part of the plate against John Well. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled straight back, a little bit high. 2-2 the count. Pontier is so far 0 for 1 on the day officially with a walk. Had his big day yesterday in Game 2. Very productive, 2 for 4 with 6 RBIs. That one, strike 3! That caught everybody off guard when the catcher, we were straight down to third base. Cole wasn't even looking. It almost got into left field because everybody was shocked it was a strike. Regardless, Myers records a strikeout. Coming to the plate, first baseman Colton Whitehouse. Whitehouse 0 for 2 in this game with 1 strikeout, and we're going to have a pitching change. So we'll take a quick break here as Myers records a strikeout and leaves the game. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back once again on the Rangers Sports Network. New pitcher, Blake Dallas, coming into the game here in the middle of the bottom of the 5th. And he did pitch yesterday as well for the Buccaneers, going 2/3 of an inning, and he did not yield any hits or runs or walks and did not record any strikeouts. So we have a lefty-lefty matchup here. And the first pitch just a bit outside for ball 1. Up to the plate now, number 32, Colton Whitehouse. So obviously, Coach Lee wanted to get the lefty-lefty matchup here with the game still possible here for the Buccaneers to come back, and he records strike 1 on the outside part of the plate there, moving the count to 1-1. So thus far, Dallas really working the outside part of the plate, third base side. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good-looking fastball there by Dallas. Blake Dallas from Arlington, no, not Texas, Arlington, Tennessee. So a name like Dallas and a town like Arlington, you would assume Texas, but that is Arlington, Tennessee. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Dallas comes in and gets a strikeout in his first shot at a batter for the Rangers. So great pitching, great move by head coach Lee for the Buccaneers. Coming to the plate now, lefty Luis Mendoza. So obviously Lee Parks was looking for the lefty-lefty matchup for back-to-back hitters here. And there are some guys warming up in the Buccaneer bullpen. So we can see more pitching changes as things continue. Check swing but called strike. Strike one here on Mendoza. Mendoza 1 for 2 thus far, has scored a run for Northwestern. Northwestern in their black tops, white pants, red trim. And that ball gets away from the catcher. Called ball 1. Christian Brothers wearing their red tops and gray pants today with white trim. On deck here for the Rangers is catcher Harrison Hull. And that'll be strike 2. So the first pitch out there by Dallas did not look that good, but ever since then he's thrown a lot of nice looking pitches, and he's got the Rangers a little off balance at the moment. 1-2 the count, 2 down here, bottom of 5. Rangers on top 5-0. And check swing, gets away from the catcher, and that's going to be called a ball. Peel it down to first to make sure. Ball 2. Luis Mendoza from Glendale, Arizona, product of Paradise Valley Community College. The lefty sets and deals. Check swing. Appeal again. The catcher hopped up. Weavers was actually heading to the dugout, and then he pointed at the first base official, and he said, no swing at all. Full count now here on Mendoza. Here's the pitch. And it's going to call it strike 3. So Dallas comes in for a 2/3 of an inning and gets 2 strikeouts. So some great pitching out of the bullpen. 2 days in a row for Blake Dallas. We head to the top of the 6th. 5-0 Northwestern. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back once again at Myers Stadium in Elva, Oklahoma. We are on the Rangers Sports Network bringing you Northwestern Oklahoma State University baseball. And so far it's been a great weekend for the Rangers. They won the first 2 games yesterday in this 3-game series, and they're up 5-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th inning, trying to keep things going here for their ball club. Nezzarella is still on the mound. And I meant to say that Christian Brothers are here in the top of the 6th inning. But Nezzarella is still on the mound here for the Rangers in the top of the 6th. Great game thus far as he records ball 1 on the first pitch. That ball is going to be outside ball 2. And he wants a new baseball. He's not happy with that one at all. I think that's what it was too. It had to be the baseball on that. He's throwing too good to have bad pitches. So I know for a fact that his coach would like to see him go through 6 innings of quality start. This pitch is inside. Moves the count to 3-0. Quality start is when a pitcher can throw 6 complete innings and only give up 3 runs or less. And so far, Nezzarella has gone in 5 and given up none. This pitch is outside. Ball 4. And that will be the second walk of the game for the Buccaneers. as Jamie Soto's down on first. At the plate now is Billy Jones, and Coach Bowen's going to go visit his pitcher right now. I don't think he liked the way he looked in that approach at all. And I'm sure Nezarella is going to let him know that he was just off a little bit. We see some movement now. Pitchers warming up in the bullpen for the Rangers. Coach Bowen taking his time. He's got the entire infield joining him. Having a good talk with Nezarella about what he expects for this next batter. Home plate umpire is coming out, and that's going to be all for Nezarella. I guess Bowen's seen enough from his young pitcher. 5 complete innings, no runs, gave up a second walk just now, only 4 hits. And his ball club is going to join him out there. A lot of high fives. So we're going to have a different pitcher coming in for the Rangers. We'll see who that is and give you some information here in just a moment. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back here once again with a new pitcher on the mound here for the Rangers. Bo Britton now seeing his first action of the season. And he inherits a runner at first with nobody down. And his first pitch is going to be inside to Bailey Jones. Jones 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. That strikeout came at the delivery of Nezarella. We'll give you his final stat line in just a little bit. This ball is going to be fouled straight back, strike 1. So again, Bo Britton getting his actually second action of the season. He did pitch yesterday. He threw 2/3 of an inning. No hits, no runs, no strikeouts, and no walks. So a very clean 2/3 for Bo Britton, who comes on here in the 5th and throws a slow breaking ball for strike 2. That thing would just move like it was going to take off outside, and it never did. So 1-2 now the count. Nobody down, man on first. That's Soto. Soto actually had a walk to lead off this inning. Britton sets and deals. Here's a grounder to third, picked up by Page. Go to second for 1. Relay to first is going to be in there in time for safe. It looked like he had him. It was a great turn over there by Randalls, but just in there in time is Jones. We almost had a Ranger double play. Instead, there's one down on the fielder's choice. And Jones standing on first now as Larry Hubbard comes to the plate for the Buccaneers. Hubbard 0 for 2 with a strikeout, again at the hands of Nezarella, as we see a bit of a slurve widen outside there for ball 1. Again, Britton here in relief, already records 1 out. Throw over to first, back safely. Mazzarello is a starter in the game for Northwestern. He came out in this inning. Bo Britton trying to come in and slam the door here in the 6th inning, sorry. As we see strike 1 looking. 1-1 now the count on Hubbard. Hubbard from Collierville, Tennessee. Another Collierville product. That one just misses for ball 2. From St. George's Independent High School. 2-1 the count, 1 down. Top of 6. Here's the pitch. Inside and called for a strike. 2-2. Nice pitch there by Britton. Again, it's opening weekend here at NCAA Division II baseball. And our visitors, the Christian Brothers University from Memphis, Tennessee, here in Alva, Oklahoma, taking on your Northwestern Oklahoma State University Rangers. Just a gorgeous weekend here all weekend long in Alva. It is definitely the place to be in this country if you want to have perfect temperatures. The ball's hit to short, throw to second for 1. Now another relay to first, and that will be safe again. And I tell you, the double plays, I'm watching Randall's looking into the dugout, and he's looking at his coach like, you've got to be kidding me. And that's okay, Randall's. Just sit out in that 66-degree weather and enjoy just a little bit more of this beautiful afternoon. So a couple of nice defensive plays by the Rangers have resulted in consecutive fielder's choices. So still a man on first base, and coming to the plate now, number 19, J.D. Goodspeed. Goodspeed 1 for 2 this afternoon. He'll look at strike 1 there. Good-looking throw, taking all the way. And so far, Britton is doing the job. He's getting ground outs. I think this is what he did yesterday when he came in as well. Just throw good pitches, let your defense do their job. Pickoff attempt at first, back safely. Hubbard on first, Goodspeed at the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Haven't talked about the crowd much today. Not as many people as yesterday, but still a very nice crowd here. Many people out from the community supporting the Rangers today. A lot of football players out here today. Great to see the love given back and forth to each other. Taking care of each other at Northwestern. 0-1 is the count. 2 down here, top of 6. Slapped to first base, fielded by the first baseman Whitehouse. He'll just tag the bag, and Bo Britton is brilliant and gets 3 consecutive ground outs to take care of the top of the 6. We head to the bottom of 6. Rangers on top 5-0. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we have now resumed play back here in Alva, Oklahoma. Bottom of the 6th inning. Rangers coming to the plate. Still on the mound in relief is Blake Dallas for the Buccaneers, the lefty, facing off against right-handed hitting Harrison Hall, the catcher here for Northwestern. Definitely a pitching duel to start the game. No runs scored in the first 2 innings, not even very many hits or base runners, but the Rangers picked up 3 in the bottom of the third, 4, 2 more in the fourth, and none in the fifth. And they have a solid lead right now in the bottom of the sixth, 5-0. Good starting pitching by Brandon Nezzarella. Went 5 full innings. This ball is popped up on the infield by Hall, coming in as the shortstop Soto, and he'll make the play, 1 down. So Nezzarella, 5 innings pitched, only 4 hits given up. He did give up 2 walks, but had 4 strikeouts. Most importantly, no runs scored. Great pitching and great defense by Nezzarella and the Rangers. And Bo Britton came in relief in the 6th inning and got 3 consecutive groundouts to finish it off. We do see some more movement in both bullpens. I expect to see more pitchers entering the game as we continue. Coming to the plate now, right-handed hitting Brock Randalls. He bunt attempts, and it was a little bit inside, but he couldn't pull back in time. Strike 1 on Randalls. The second baseman for Northwestern, having a great defensive game, would like to enter the hit column here as he's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch, and he just gets a piece of this one, hits it straight back. Strike 2. So Dallas working quickly, 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th, and already 0-2 on Randalls. Working from pretty much the middle of the rubber. Here's the pitch, big breaking ball inside. Kind of gets away a little bit there. Ball 1. Wind blowing straight out to center, but no home runs today. This ball is fly ball, deep right field, going to get out of play into the bullpen. Nice catch by the pitcher warming up for the Buccaneers. Well snagged over there. Way to pay attention. Still 1-2 here on Randalls. And that ball hits about 4 feet in front of the plate. Nice stop there by Weavers. Count moves to 2-2. Still a little bit in shock that we have not seen a home run in this game after all the home runs we saw yesterday. Same conditions. Swing and a miss. And Randalls goes down swinging for the second time. That should bring Dashel Johnson to the plate. And yes, here he comes. Johnson having a nice game once again here for the Rangers. 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, and a couple of runs scored. He had home runs in consecutive games yesterday to begin the season. I personally would like to see him get his 3rd in 2 days in this plate appearance here. And he'll look at strike 1, scoots in there for a strike. Looked a little low, but a no swinging strike called anyways. 0-1 now the count with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Mitch misses outside, 1-1. Johnson kind of a free swinger, good speed and good power. He's ready. Here's the pitch. Nope, outside again. Ball 2. Good eye up there for our leadoff hitter for the Rangers. Rangers in their black tops, white pants with red trim, white lettering. Wearing their black socks today as well. Here's the pitch. That one's just chopped inside. Caught Dashel just off guard a little bit as he went spinning across the plate. Keeps the count at 2-2. Buccaneers in their red tops with gray pants. They've got their Red Sox on today. They've also got red hats in the outfield. This ball's popped up and going to get out of play behind the plate. I mentioned the Buccaneers wearing their red hats. The Rangers wearing their black hats today. Coach Bowen was nice enough to give me a red hat that I could wear up here in the booth. I might have to ask him for a black hat now. I like those as well. 2-2 the count, 2 down, bottom of 6. Here's the pitch. This ball is slapped into short center field, going back as a second baseman, Reason Kirchhoff, and he will make the play a good 20-plus feet into right center, and that'll be all. A 1-2-3 inning for the Buccaneers. We head to the top of 7 still, 5-0 Rangers. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back here once again on the Rangers Sports Network. This is Fred Aubuchon bringing you Rangers baseball. February 3rd, a beautiful Sunday afternoon for opening weekend of baseball. And coming to the plate is number 7, Luke Wiewers, here on the top of the 7th for the Buccaneers. And big swing and a miss from the new pitcher for the Rangers, number 19, Kobe Spicer. Kobe, a junior, right-handed pitcher from Hickman, Nebraska, a product of Cloud Community College. And good-looking hook there for strike 2. And Kobe comes in just throwing strikes. 0-2 now the count to the leadoff hitter, Wiewers. And this pitch is just high and away for ball 1. Wiewers so far in the game 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Travis Cole on deck, followed by Keegan Voss. This ball just low and inside, nice stop there, or low and outside, nice stop by Harrison Hull. Count moves to 2-2. Still activity in both bullpens for both ball clubs. Working from a stretch position, first base side of the rubber, he sets and deals. This ball should be in there, just misses low. Ball 3, so up 0-2. Wiewers works the count to full. He should get a choice pitch here to work with. And swing and a miss, strike 3. And how about that? Coming out of the pen, Spicer records a strikeout with his first meeting on the season. It's his first time getting in a game this year. Obviously just the first weekend, so there's a lot of firsts going on. So great job, Kobe Spicer, getting some playing time here in the 7th inning. Now up Travis Cole. Cole 0 for 1 with a walk. And bunt attempt pulled back, taking all the way, strike 1. Can almost feel Spicer's confidence jump up from that strikeout. He's got a little more zip in his step on the mound right now, delivering a little faster. That'll just miss ball 1. It's got to feel good for any pitcher for face their first batter on a season and get a strikeout. 1-1 the count, 1 down, nobody on, top of 7. Ball a little high. 2-1 now the count. Seeing a few more fans popping in here. It's turning into another good crowd here at Myers Stadium. Couldn't ask for a better weekend of baseball. Just missing there. He got squeezed a little bit on that one. Count goes to 3-1. Not a lot of hits today compared to yesterday. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Buccaneers. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Rangers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count goes to full again for consecutive batters. Only 10 combined hits through 6 full innings. Big different story here today, and the conditions are the exact same, just a different day. That ball is going to strike 3 looking, and Cole thought he had a walk, and the home plate umpire did not like him walking, so he gave him a strikeout. How about that? Back-to-back Ks for Kobe Spicer. Coming to the plate, the number 9 hitter. Well, actually, we have a pinch hitter. Kyle Heineman is going to be in now. The senior from Munford, Tennessee, is pinch hitting for Keegan Voss. We'll find out if he'll stay in the game in left field or not, but there's a pinch hitter. He dribbles one to first and caught on a lazy fly ball to first base. Whitehouse squeezes it. That's going to be it. A 1-2-3 inning for Spicer. We head to the bottom of 7. Rangers still a commanding lead, 5-0. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back once again here at Myers Stadium, Glass Family Field, Elva, Oklahoma. Northwestern Oklahoma State University enjoying a great 3-game series. Up 2-0 in the series, up 5-0 here in Game 3 in the bottom of 7. Blake Dallas still on the hill, the lefty for the Buccaneers. And he'll throw his first pitch to Carlos Andujar for ball 1. Kyle Heineman will stay in left field, replacing Keegan Voss. Dallas sets and deals, way outside ball 2. Know for a fact that Andujar is a heck of a hitter right-handed. Had a nice day yesterday. The excellent shortstop here for the Rangers. Here's the pitch, outside ball 3, and he's not giving... Dallas is not even coming close to giving Andujar anything to hit right now. And so I expect Carlos to be on with at least a walk in this situation. And that ball just sneaks in there for a strike. He came down low and challenged him. Good pitch there by Dallas. 3-1 now the count. Andujar 1 for 2 on the day with a run and a walk. Swing and a miss, and Carlos went after one maybe a little bit outside. Questionable, but he was being a hitter instead of a walker on this one. And I gotta like that. A guy with his ability, go after the ball and hit the ball. And this one's crushed into center field. A laser, one hops to the center fielder, Goodwin. And Andujar is on again, but he gets on with a base hit to center. So Carlos with his second hit of this game. Coming up now, number 6, Marcus Page. Marcus Page so far 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs in this game. Page having a very nice weekend. Now has 6 hits on the season for the Rangers. Big swing and a miss. Gets away from the catcher a little bit, but no advance by Carlos. Goodwin playing Marcus Page to pull. He is way to the left side of center field from my vantage point. I would say he's probably a good 40-50 feet into left field from center. Huge gap in right center. If Marcus sees that and can put that ball into right center, that's going to score a run. Long delay by Dallas. Time called. Throw over to first. Back safe is Carlos. Dallas takes his time out there. He enjoys being a pitcher. He doesn't rush anything. He goes at his own pace. He's been pitching pretty well in relief here thus far. Lefty-righty matchup. Here's the pitch. This ball is swung on and fouled straight back out of play. 0-2 the count. And Goodwin's going to move back towards center just a little bit, knowing that with 2 strikes on, there's a better chance that ball going to right field, just trying to put a bat on the ball. Here's the pitch by Dallas. Curveball that misses. Ball 1. 1-2 now the count. Nobody down. Man on first here in the bottom of 7. Northwestern on top 5-0. Possibly threatening again to score some more. Haven't scored since the 4th inning. Dallas back over to first. Pickoff attempt. And back safely is Andujar. So good speed, and Dallas playing a little catch here back and forth and trying to keep Carlos close. Always a hit and run possibility with this team. His ball is shot into right field. Fairly deep. Going back is Jones. He'll make the catch easily. And retreating back to first base is Andujar. So 1 down now here in the bottom of the 7th. Coming to the plate now, number 15, Justin Bundy, the right fielder here for the Rangers. Bundy, a lefty. And now we've had a shift by Goodwin. He's actually going to move towards right field now. Expecting more of the pole contact. Pitch by Dallas. No swing there, ball 1. It's been a great weekend for Northwestern Oklahoma State. 2 big wins yesterday for this baseball team. Start off the season, a nice lead here in game number 3. Curveball just misses inside. Count goes to 2-0. Fort Hays State coming to town on Tuesday, February 5th, 3 p.m. for a 9-inning game. Not a doubleheader, just a 9-inning game with Fort Hays State. Going to be here in Alva, Oklahoma. A great time to come watch some more baseball. Pickoff attempt at first, and they had him leaning, but back safely is Andujar. Lots of movement still existing in both bullpens. There are pitchers actually warming up. Might see a new pitcher for the Buccaneers in the top of the 8th, or for Northwestern in the top of the 8th. This one missed again, 3-0 now. Usually a lefty-lefty matchup faces the pitcher. In this case, Bundy has drawn a 3-0 count. Be interesting to see if the runner goes on this one. That one's low and below the strike zone. That's going to be ball 4. 4 straight balls there to Bundy. And now there's runners on first and second with just 1 down. And the very dangerous John Will Pontier coming to the plate. Pontier 0 for 2 in this game, has had a walk. And as you know, yesterday had a really big game, or actually a big game in game 2 for the Rangers. Pontier 2 for 4 yesterday with 6 RBIs and a home run. Right center again is very open. Right side of the infield is very open. The ball is hit towards shortstop. Hard hopper there to Soto. Flips to second for 1. Really to first is not going to be in time. And the ball does get away from the first baseman. Good speed. But Andujar had no ability to run that one into the home plate. So we have runners at the corners now with 2 down. So a fielder's choice there on Pontier. And coming to the plate now, the left-handed hitting Colton Whitehouse. Whitehouse has not had a great day at the plate. He's 0 for 3, but still a productive hitter here for the Rangers, hoping to come through. If he can get this one past the shortstop, he'll definitely score a run. Long look. This ball's shot into left center past the shortstop. That one's going to get to the wall. It's a big hit for Whitehouse. That could score 2. Pontier around in third. The ball's just picked up now. Easy stand-up double. And 2 RBIs for Whitehouse. That's exactly what they were looking for right there. The shortstop, there was nothing but green behind him. The left fielder is playing the line. The center fielder is playing to right field. And that ball easily gets to the fence. And a 2 RBI double for Whitehouse. And that could be all for Dallas, although they still have a lefty-lefty matchup. I don't see Coach Parks making a move, so I think they're going to stay with it. But now the Rangers have extended their lead to 7-0 and picking up their 8th hit in 7 innings. At the plate now, number 10, Luis Mendoza. Mendoza 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch by Dallas. Nope, now it is. Curveball in there for a strike. Strike 1. What a nice productive hit for Whitehouse. Couldn't have come at a better time. He was 0 for 3, and now he's 1 for 4, 2 RBIs. There's a big difference in baseball between 0 for 3 and 1 for 4 with RBIs. It's a very productive day now for Colton Whitehouse. Dallas taking his time, sets and delivers. Another curveball. One's going to miss it does miss. So it does move the count to 1-1. A lot of runs scored this weekend for Northwestern. Winning game 1 yesterday, 9-4. Game 2, 15-4. Game 3 up 7-0. Dallas on the mound for the Buccaneers. 2 down. 1 man on in scoring position. Long time on the hill. This ball is shot into left field deep. That ball's going back. Back is Heineman over his head. That's going to score a run. And another stand-up double, back-to-back doubles for the Rangers. And Mendoza comes through with a big hit as well. And he's now 2 for 4 and picks up an RBI on the day. And I guarantee that's going to be all for Parks with a right-handed batter coming to the plate. I'm sorry, that's all for the Buccaneers as Parks does come out of the dugout. So we'll take a break here as the Rangers are up 8-0 here in the bottom of 7. We'll be right back on the Rangers Sports Network. And we are back now here in the middle of the bottom of the 7th. Coming to the plate, number 11, Harrison Hull, the catcher for the Rangers. And the 4th pitcher now for the Buccaneers, Jonathan Baldelli, a sophomore from Bartlett, Tennessee. A product of Bartlett High School. And his first pitch is going to get away from the catcher. That's going to go down as a wild pitch, as the runner will move up to third. So Mendoza, who was part of back-to-back doubles and RBIs for the Rangers, is now standing at third with 2 down. And if that happens again, that's probably going to score a run. Bit of a fast backstop here, but I would think it would still score if it gets away from the catcher. 3 runs here in the bottom of the 7th and extended the lead 8-0. This ball is shot high left field. That is way up there. Hindman trying to find it. Gets away from him. Hits off his glove. Saw that coming a mile away. And that's going to be an error on Hindman. When the hat came off the head and he started moving the other direction, I knew he was in trouble, and it sure was. That wind is just nasty. And once again, a wind-aided run for the Rangers has been happening all weekend. It's been tough to play defense here. Error or not, that's now 9 runs for the Rangers. They tied their total from Game 1 yesterday. Coming to the plate now is Brock Randalls, looking to get on base here for the Rangers. Big gap on the right side. This pitch almost hits him, but it does get away from the catcher, and no advance by Hall. It did hit him, so I didn't know if it hit him or not, but it hit him. And now we're going to have runners at first and second, so Baldelli coming in. Wild pitch. Error on the left fielder, Hindman, and now it hits a batter. And Dashiell Johnson coming to the plate. He's had a nice day so far for Northwestern. 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. And he has a chance right now to probably put this game completely out of reach by helping some more runs come across here for Northwestern. Baldelli works from the first base side of the rubber, working quickly, and he'll miss there, ball 1. No activity in either bullpen right now. It looks like things have kind of calmed down again. Means there's a good chance we're going to see Spicer come back out for the Rangers. And Baldelli, pitcher number 3 here, fouled straight back. Good cut there by Johnson. Ryan Taylor started for Christian Brothers. He was relieved by Nick Myers, who was also relieved by Blake Dallas, making his second appearance in 2 days. And now on the mound, Jonathan Baldelli for the Christian Brothers. Johnson at the plate for the 5th time today. High pitch, no chance of a swing there. Count moves to 2-1. Dashiell Johnson, 5 hits in 3 games. Also 5 runs scored for the Rangers in 3 games. You like to see that kind of productivity from your leadoff hitter. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Cut, foul, out of play, right-hand side. And that one is down in the creek. That one is far off to the right. 2-2 now, 2 down, bottom of 7. 4 runs scored here in this inning, the largest inning producing runs for the Rangers today. Here's the pitch. Way outside, gets away. Both runners are going to advance. And that's a second wild pitch by Baldelli. That'll move the count to full. Sometimes you might want to just go ahead and put them on first and load them back up so you have your force out anywhere, but that would just make no sense in this situation, especially with Carlos Andujar coming to the plate if you do put him on at first. So still working from the stretch position. Runners on second and third, 2 down, bottom of 7. Count is full. Here's the pitch, slapped into right field. It's going to get in for a hit. That is going to score 1. RBI single for Johnson, and he continues to produce for his team. That's his 6th hit on the weekend, and that looks like it's a mercy rule. And so mercy rule here as 10 runs after 7 innings, I believe, is the mercy rule, and that's going to be it. So how about that? The Rangers sweep on the weekend as they take all 3 games from the Christian Brothers. So Northwestern Oklahoma State University starts their season off 3-0. They'll be back at home again this Tuesday at 3 o'clock for a single game against Fort Hays State University. That'll be all for us. So thank you very much for listening. This is Fred Aubuchon bringing you Rangers baseball on the Rangers Sports Network.